African American literature. Wonderful class, wonderful class. I mean, my first impressions coming to the class, I kind of thought it was gonna be a basic class, kind of, you know, write essays, read a little bit, write some more essays about black literature. I mean, but that all changed coming the first week of class. Like when we started getting in depth to the text really quick. Professor Benson started reading some of the text and and no, it really had me interested. I was actually listening to what the words you're saying and grasping them. Like well, as we talked about slavery and things like that. Now instead of knowing the basics of like Harriet Tubman and different things like that, now we actually reading this. We got the truth. That's what really just turned my whole impression about the class a whole 360 because reading stuff and actually like knowing the truth and what's really going on as we want to learn that in high school. This is I know I'm saying this is college more advanced, but we didn't learn that in high school, um, and some stuff was a little bit more vulgar than others, but it was the truth. And then we talked about things such as passing, which I've never heard before in my life until I got in this class. After reading The Wife of My Youth by Charles W. Chestnut, like that was and watching Pinky, The Mulatto, different things like that. Passing the grandson, like I learned a lot about that and how some people didn't want to go through the steps of being black because it came with challenges and just like as now it comes with challenges, they had the same challenge back then, but a little bit more gruesome. But overall in the class, I mean, I learned so much through black literature, um, especially learning a lot from W.E.B. Du Bois and Booker T. Washington, and they're real views, not necessarily just go do this when people do that. You get a trade, you go to school. No, both of them had different views, but their common goal was black succession, and that's our goal too. Is to see this as an African American and not be ashamed of it. Which I mean, it just made me even more proud. I mean, like Claude McKay's poem, "If We Must Die," that kind of when I had to recite that, like after reciting it, I just know it and that speaks about how as black people we should come together and fight the common foe. And the common foe was mainly racism, like and it should be fought. I mean, of course we want equality, but sometimes you just gotta go through those challenges to succeed. And through text and through words, um, it was just creating just better and bit more vivid images. And my self perceptions changed along with those vivid images because now I can read text and envision what's going on, the atmosphere. Uh, it's basically a movie through words. Uh, Langston Hughes did the same thing in the Negro Art and Racial Mountain. He speaks about how even some black families feel that white people are superior, and that kind of leaks out their black pride. It kind of throws away a little bit, as he says. The little boy said, "I want to be a poet, but not a Negro poet." Meaning, I believe I want to write like a white poet. Meaning, subconsciously, I would like to be a white poet, and that meaning behind that, I would like to be white. Like when he wrote that, like that just popped out to me like quick. So I can see that, and this is during the Harlem Renaissance. So this is when black literature and things like African American literature, artwork, painting, everything were big. They were important. This is one of the most important time periods, and that even shows through literature how it was then, even after long after years of slavery and different things like that. Um, it grew. My perception grew from everything being Black Power with the fist and MLK and the civil rights movement. It grew way farther than that So now I actually understand what I'm reading, what's going on, and the goal that's set in place for us. But this, like, Professor Benson really just put the icing on the cake. She 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 read to us and different things. I didn't know cuss words could be so educational. I never knew, but she made them seem so educational through reading that probably I wouldn't pick up by myself, to be honest. But I mean, some stuff now, I mean, I might come across it and I'll read it, and I'm like, it actually got some meaning to it, or it actually has a theme to it. Just like Spike Lee, as we talk about, Spike Lee does in his movies. He puts little themes in there and kind of goes so we can pick them up. Same and kind of the same scenarios as it would be in real life. And through this class, I mean, that it really just took over and kind of showed me everything what was going on. It's a great class, great class. I learned a lot, and if I would recommend it to anybody who want to take this class. All right, thank you.